So hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Hopefully you can see me because we're on camera people today.
And it's a little dark.
We'll probably have to watch it back. So we're happy to be back. We had kind of some sad news this week.
Not kind of. Very sad.
Very sad news this week. Our friend Diane passed away suddenly. So we're going to dedicate this episode to her. She loved the paranormal.
Oh, yeah.
It was like her favorite thing in the world. So this episode has to be for her. She was just so amazing. She invited us everywhere she was going. We're going here. Do you guys want to go?
No, and I always thought, well, I'll do it next time.
I know. But you don't realize, guys, so do it now.
Do everything now, guys.
Do everything now. Seriously. So, yeah, we're going to dedicate this episode to her. So we are off to Sprague Farm today in Gloucester, Rhode Island. It's been a fascination with me for a really long time. It's where I got my first EVP.
Yeah.
So what my husband took me there. It's an old farm, and there's a cemetery, very cool cemetery up on the hill with the wrought iron fence. And when we went that day, we had one of the old video cameras, and I was doing some video in the cemetery, and all of a sudden a woman goes, "Monica?" So I was driving me crazy. I searched and searched, but I couldn't find a Monica. And then I was picturing everything. I was picturing the guy's name, Jedediah, where his house was, where he used to keep his cows. So I found this lady. She was from the Gloucester Historical Society, and I called her, and she verified everything that I knew. So everything was just coming to me that day. It was weird.
Like a psychic.
That's what it felt like. I felt so connected to that place. There's an old foundation there. So its history goes way back. But I went back years later. I took the kids to that cemetery, and as we were leaving and walking away down the path, we heard a woman's voice behind us. Mm-hmm. So I want to do a lot of investigating there and figure out who this woman is, do the SLS. I've never done a full investigation there, so I'm hoping that we get some more information, because it's intrigued me. I want to know who she is, you know.
A lot of history, though. I mean, that's a lot of 1700s. That's like
it's
300 years.
It's a lot.
Of possibilities of what could be.
Well, maybe she'll tell us.
Maybe.
That's the awesome thing. So, yeah, so it was owned by Jedediah Sprague, and he married this woman. I love this. Her name was Freelove. Freelove Jenks.
Jinx or Jenks?
Jenks, right? Yeah. So, I just love that name, and it just sounds like a 60s name, but it was apparently popular back in the 1700s, which is crazy.
I've heard of it as a last name.
Yeah.
Never as somebody's first.
Isn't that cool? So they lived on the farm. They had fruit trees, and they had cattle, and they had their house. Some other small buildings. They had 7 children living there. He enlarged it in 1783 with 170 acres. Then he ended up selling some to his sons. His son Anthony actually built a farmhouse over there across the street, like on the main road. I'm not sure if it's still there. I think it might have burned down.
I'm just going to ask you if it's still standing.
I'm going to double check, though, when we go today.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting because up the street is what used to be the old Stagecoach Tavern. That's very historical. It used to be a stagecoach stop. And now it's called Tavern on the Main, and that's where we did Dining with the Dead.
Yes, I like
so we got
to
we got to investigate there. Great place. The food is so good, and they have ghosts, so it's awesome. But that's right up the street from Sprague Farm. We're going to show that to you guys today as well. But Jedediah was the innkeeper there. Sorry, guys, I tickled my throat. And then they had this thing called the Doors Revolution. No, the Doors Rebellion. And Thomas Dorr was trying to seek rights for voters, because back then only the landowners could vote. He wanted everybody to be able to vote.
Right.
So they had a big rebellion, and they kind of took over the tavern. Jedediah had to let them stay there.
It was headquarters, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For both sides at one point, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Weird.
So that was pretty cool. That's just like an amazing piece of property. H.P. Lovecraft used to stop there when he was going up north. He would stop at the Tavern on the Main. So that was a pretty interesting piece. And then I did have one other thing I was going to tell you guys, and it totally left my mind. I can't remember what it was. I was going to tell him something else. I don't know if it was about Jedediah.
Well, maybe as we're filming today, it'll come to you. We should stop in the tavern and have a beer.
We should. We can show it to you guys. Do a little bit of filming. You can see what it looks like. But I found that interesting that Jedediah worked there as well. So that was pretty cool. But it's an interesting piece of property. There's an old foundation that we can go to. And there's been a lot of families that have owned it over the years and had their homesteads there. But I just love the way they just were like survived off the land. They had their crops, they had their cows, and they lived and died there. It was just so amazing to me.
That's the way it was, like the Conjuring House, you know?
Yeah, which it's right near the Conjuring House.
And people tended to have a lot of children, A, no birth control, but B, to work their land and to help with all the chores that need to be done. You had lots of children back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to be like 20 minutes from the Conjuring House
Ooh,
as well. I know.
Conjuring.
You never know where we're going to stop, guys, when we go on these excursions. It's crazy. You just never know where we're going to stop.
Yeah, see what caretaker is this week.
Yeah, we should stop by for a visit. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. They do say that they see Jedediah sometimes still at the Tavern on the Main, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so we're going to go. We're going to do full investigation, set up all our equipment. Probably we'll do most of that on in the cemetery, so we can see if we can get the woman to come through. We're using the SLS outside, which I've never done before, because I'm hoping if she's there, we'll be able to see her. That's my hope anyway. But I hope we get a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff. It's a great property, and
Lots of history.
lots of history. So what do you say?
Well, let's do
Let's
this.
do this. So guys, here's the Tavern on the Main. Stop here first on the way to Sprague Farm. This is where Jedediah was caretaker. Tavern on the Main. We're going to walk up to the antique shops. Having a beer. We came into the Tavern on the Main. This place is amazing. I love this. One of my favorite places. Recognize the bar, Tender Debbie, from our event that we did here with Tom and Arlene. So cool. All the old wood and beams and everything. So amazing. This beer sure is good. Cheers.
I thought you were still filming. Chugging my beer.
So we're going into where all the antique shops are. This is a Friendship Mason's Lodge. And all the shops are up here. Very historical. In fact, Carolyn from the Conjuring House, the mom, she used to come up here and do her antique shopping. So it's pretty cool. Old Stone Mill. One of these buildings is really haunted. It might be this one, I'm not sure. But you want to go in and check it out?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. This looks so cool. What a building. Wow, so neat. And here we go. This place is so cool. The people are so friendly, I can't even tell you. We met Debbie at that antique store telling us all about her ghost children, and we just met, well, we already knew Debbie the bartender at Tavern on the Main. We stopped in to say hi to her. Look how beautiful this is. I have never paused here to stop and look.
Amazing.
That is gorgeous.
It's like deep woods, just winds right through.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. Wow, I just want to go put my feet in. It's so hot today. Wow, so cool. So this runs right next to Debbie's Stone Mill Antiques, which probably fuels on the activity with the little ghost children, because water always fuels activity, especially running water. How cool is that, right? Right up the street from where we camp. Can't wait to go camping. Got the Town Trader Antiques. Very cool. Check this out. So old. These things. The energy in Debbie's shop was crazy, but I couldn't film because they had music on. Woo! Loud motorcycles. And I didn't want to get copyrighted again, so. Alright. This little place is really cool. There is no music, so I can film. Oh wow. Look at all this stuff.
There's some toy trucks.
I wonder if there's any more. The other one. Picking our picnic. Oh, these look good.
We advertise.
Pastries over here. These look real good too. Oh, what I want. So we're heading up into Sprague Farm. Sue's got the Ovilus on. It said what already?
Climb life.
Yep. Okay. With the old stone walls. We're going to go up and try to find the foundation first, I think, before we go to the cemetery. What did it say?
Highway.
Highway. Highway's over there. This was an old highway, right? Mm-hmm. This was the old highway.
Oh, more hikers.
Yep. Hikers everywhere up here.
Jenks Trail.
Jenks Trail. That was Free Love's last name. I feel like this was where he kept his cows. Jedediah kept his... It said rewind. It said something before that, but I missed it.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like this is where Jedediah used to keep his cows. One of his cow fields. That was just a feeling I had. It's a beautiful field, though.
Bike.
Bike?
Old trail, maybe.
This could have been where cows were, too, because see the barbed wire fence?
Yeah, because look, it's also open on this side.
Wow. Yep, so they must have had two pastures. Although what, Jedediah? We're here to talk to you in Free Love.
What are you trying to say? Can you come over and light this up as well? Don't leave us hanging.
Although, Jedediah. So we're here to visit you, Jedediah. Hopefully you can guide us through your farm.
That's
and Free Love.
I feel like that had some kind of...
Something, yeah, huh? You don't usually see those in the stone walls. Very unusual.
Very buggy.
Oh, it's very buggy. Let's just ignore them. What did it say? Information?
I can't read it.
It's like it tried to say information.
Yeah.
You have information. It's like a swamp here. I don't know what this... This is called a Varno Pond. Holds fresh water for several months. Cool. So the Ovilus just said record. Yes, we are recording, Jedediah. He said he was going to give us information, so this will be great. We are recording. I'm going to have you try the spirit box when we get up to the homestead. Vibe with a V.
Yeah, I'm
this is
getting a
pretty.
bad vibe.
Bad vibe from the bugs. So here's one foundation. I don't know if this was a little barn or a little house.
Could have been a fruit cellar.
A root cellar, possible, right? It's right near where the big one is. We're almost up to the big one. That's cool, right, guys? It's cool. So here's the big foundation. That's the chimney. Not cool. And the steps over there. You can go down inside. Yeah. I thought there was a plaque over here that said whose house this was, but I don't see it.
Look on the other side of that tree.
Yeah. That's strange. So cool though, right? We can go down. We can walk down inside.
The well was right here.
I'm going to try to go down the stairs. Huh?
You sure that's a chimney?
I'm pretty sure. That was the basement.
It's a big ass chimney.
Yeah.
Right down the house.
Had to keep themselves warm.
I get it, but there's no like opening. Where's the opening?
You think that was the old well? That's crazy. I didn't notice that last time I came.
Ow.
I want to go down inside and do some spare box.
Go right ahead.
You don't want to go down inside?
I mean, I don't care. I'm just getting...
That looks really cool. Let's try it. Sorry guys, the bugs are brutal today. We forgot our bug spray.
Go ahead, I'll sit here. I don't want to slip and fall.
Now you got me nervous.
Yeah, I can't carry you back either.
Let's do spare box.
Live beyond infancy. All are buried on a family cemetery, which is on this land and been restored.
Which is where we're going. So this was George and Sarah Sprague. Their farmstead, which includes the house and barn foundations. George died at 90 and Sarah in 1885. She was 86. They had 2 children, possibly as many as 5, but none outlived their parents. That's so sad. George, Sarah, Amanda. These are names we can listen for on the spirit box. Juanita. Cool.
There goes Deb climbing into the house foundation.
Just checking the EMF guys down here.
Get bitten alive.
I know, me too. I just got over poison ivy and now I'm going to cover the steam
Jonathan?
No, nothing down here.
You know, what, they have 4 kids, 5 kids? 7 people in this little foundation?
Yeah.
With
Unless
that,
they had a second floor. They might have had a second. Did they build second floors?
yeah, I mean, this was probably like the basement, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, could have been pretty high. Alright, so no EMF detected.
Shit.
The red light, is it?
Yep.
So, hi. Deb and I at Sprague Farm.
So I don't know if you might have been filming when I was down there. I don't know if you were.
We don't
or
know.
not.
We'll see. It'll be a surprise to all of
right.
us.
Let's listen back to this EVP real quick. See if we got anything. Out at Sprague Farm, George and Sarah's homestead. Maybe you guys would feel more comfortable at this homestead. Did you go? George and Sarah's homestead. Maybe.
Could be.
George
Could
and
have been
Sarah's homestead.
referring to a bug.
Maybe you guys would feel more comfortable speaking into this red light instead. Right? George, did you buy this land from your father, Jebediah? Start your family here? How long were you here for? Did you like die in this house? How many children did you have? You lived a very long time. Beautiful spot. Deb? You weren't filming. What do you mean? Because that's why it shut itself off. No, you weren't filming. Right. So this is where, I forget what they call this. There's a sign over here somewhere. Something cow, where the cows would drink or something like that.
What are we going to do? Okay.
Well, we got to walk across the stream. It's going to be a little tricky. See if I can find the sign. All right. Do we jump? So this was called the cattle pond. Small dam and causeway was created to allow farm wagons to cross a wetland and as a place for cattle to get water during the dry season. How cool is that?
Yeah.
So neat, they made like a little dam.
So Lydia's trail is out, right?
Cute. And on Jedediah's
Jedediah.
trail.
Right.
Jedediah's trail to the cemetery. So we are hoping we're almost there. We're getting so tired. It's not as buggy on this side though. But yeah, we didn't really get much at the homestead. No EMF, nothing. No, nothing on the voice recorder. I almost felt like I heard a little sound, but yeah, nothing on the spirit box. So hopefully, guys, we're almost to the cemetery because we are sweaty and exhausted. Sign says cemetery trail. Left or right? All right, we'll go a little down this way, and then if it's not there, we'll turn around and look. So we walked and never found the cemetery. We were eaten alive, so we drove over here. We Googled it, and then we found a sign that said cemetery trail. So here we are again, trying to find the cemetery.
Which I don't think. Oh, maybe we can.
This doesn't, I guess this is kind of a trail. Come on, Sue. You can do it.
I got white sneakers on.
Go around the side. I'll wash them for you. Just watch out. I scared 2 frogs. I screamed. I scared 2 frogs as I was walking.
If I fall in this mud.
Uh-oh. This is cool.
Oh.
They put these rocks over the thing. Here she comes. She's doing it. She's doing it. She's doing it. Woohoo!
Thing she dragged me into. What'd you do? Swim across?
Determined to find that place. Step to the right. Cross over to there. And then over to here. And I just spotted it. Off in the distance. How cool is that? We found it. Much easier. Wish we'd Googled this before. We just drove around, guys, the corner and took a shorter trail. And there it is. Oh, my little friend. Here we are. They give you someone to talk to. Very excited. Out in the middle of the woods. It's up on this hill. How cool is that? All right. Okay. I'll do a little investigation here. Wow. Google is amazing, I tell you. It looks like they don't want us to go in, but we came all this way. We're freaking going in. Historical Cemetery 73. Wow, so cool. I made it. Now, so we're going to check out these stones. See, that's where I usually come in from the other side over there. That's why I was saying it was up on a hill. I'm going to read some of these stones. Herbert, Marana. The name Marana. Remember I kept saying it sounded like Monica? Maybe it was Marana? Maybe that's who I got on the EVP, my very first EVP ever, in my whole life. That would make sense. Oh, here's George, right here. George and Sarah, whose houses we just visited. Oh, these must be their children, the little markers. That one just has like a little field stone. Oh, and there's Juanita, George and Sarah's other daughter. Oh, wow. This is so cool. Can't really read the children's stones anymore.
I found the colonel.
Oh, you found the Colonel?
Colonel Anthony Sprague.
I wonder where Jedediah is. Is he in here?
See, this one says Colonel Anthony Sprague, and that one says Colonel Anthony Sprague.
That's odd. Huh. These guys are
Some of these
so
old stone
old.
markers, too.
Yep, the field stones.
Yep.
Yep.
Lydia. I saw you say Lydia.
All right, I'm going to set up some equipment, guys.
Miranda.
It could have been Miranda.
There's Jedediah.
Oh, there's Jedediah. Hi, Jedediah. Died in 1889, the 86th year of his age. Aw.
Oh, look, there's a little Jedediah Jr.
Aw. Cute. All right, I'm going to set up some equipment. Get the REM pod set up. So you have this cool little box. We might be able to hear your voice if you try to talk into it, okay? Hi. I'm just wondering who the woman is that always communicates with me. I'll give this to you, Sue. Can you try to talk into the box, maybe? It's not going to hurt you. I've heard you twice already. I'd love to hear your voice again. Or anyone else that's here.
I don't know how you lived in these woods with all these bugs.
It's a little tricky, but I'm thinking you can probably do it. You give it a shot.
Is it okay that we're here to speak to you? Does anybody want to come through and speak to us?
Give you guys a couple more minutes, okay?
If you want us
Quiet.
to leave you alone, you can just tell us to leave.
All right, we're going to shut the spirit box off. You don't seem to like that. We're going to try another little thing, okay? All right, bye. So you guys probably won't hear this. It is definitely a woman in the background. We were talking about the mosquitoes, and it's kind of like I don't know if you guys will hear it, but I'm going to play it anyways. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Almost like she's saying, uh-huh. Like, uh-huh. Yeah, after I say that's crazy, like, uh-huh. All right. You can. So we got the SLS going. It said static on the Ovilus in there. Evening.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Let's get into evening. Good evening. It's weird how it's not even mapping out the trees, which is weird, right? It's not mapping out anything.
That first, when I first turned it on,
It did. You
in
saw
front of
it.
here,
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was your hand.
but in front of, it's not mapping over here. Yeah. In front of here, right over here, something showed up for a second. But then, nothing since.
That was her.
And it was short.
You guys can probably see the bugs. There's 50 million of them around us.
If you show yourself, or you could also speak to us from here.
You can walk. Show us. Walk in front of it.
Oh.
And we'll just be able to see you. I'll walk around with that. What did she say?
Practice.
You're going to practice? Okay. That's awesome. I don't think you really have to do anything, though. I think you just have to walk in front of it.
The flag goes on the road.
Was it mapping out the flag?
Wasn't mapping it out, but I could see some movement there.
Over by the flags?
There's the flag number. But I don't think that's what she meant by practice.
She meant by what?
Mapping out you, but for a second there was something to the right of you.
Oh, maybe it was my little friend. Still seeing her?
You.
You can follow me. We'll walk together. You want to walk with me? Huh? See, this is where I usually come up from, is there. So, well, we found a better way to get in. Thank God. Oh, Lord. Nothing, huh?
Just you, my friend.
Wow.
Does work well outside though.
Yeah, this is the first time we've used it outside, so it's pretty cool. Yep. It's awesome. Want to tell us your name You can talk through that thing too, you know. Rub. You can talk through that. Tell us your name.
I'm not going to do any grave rubbings.
No, we'll see you walking around too, which would be amazing. We would love that. I'd love to see you walking around. You have a pretty dress on? Bet you do.
A lot of children. I'm very sorry you lost a lot of these children.
It's such a nice spot though. The trees go way, way, way up. Surrounded by the pines. You got all the pine needles on the ground. Pretty cool.
Who's that? That is.
We're going to see whose tombstone it is.
Oh,
Where
it's the one with the flag.
Oh, it's the one with the flag. Oh. Hi, Anthony. Is that you?
Colonel. Oh, no, it's
Oh, that
mapping
was
out the flag.
Mapping out the
So that
flag.
must have been what it was doing before. Okay.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you for allowing us to enter your...
It's mapping up the headstone.
Are you sure? Because it hasn't done a headstone this entire time.
That's
See, it's not.
not.
It's not mapping out a headstone. It's you, right? Can you show yourself again?
Is that you? That's awesome. Thank you.
See, I can point to where a headstone doesn't
Yeah,
map
that's
out.
weird.
Something appeared
Yep.
in front of Jedediah.
Was that you, Jedediah?
I heard the blip for a second.
Yeah.
Jedediah? We mean no disrespect. We come to pay our respects. Your beautiful property.
Perfect Memorial Day episode. Because you served in the war, so did your son. Amazing.
All right, guys. See, that was something that just popped up because it's not mapping.
Yep. Wonder if that was my little friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hi. Can you raise your arm?
Wave?
Can you raise a hand for me? Say hi. Can you say hello? Wave.
Kick your leg up. Kick up the leg.
Can you kick a leg in the air or raise a hand? It might be mapping out the stone. But it's weird because it's not mapping out any others.
No, it hasn't been mapping out stones, which is weird. And it would stay like it wouldn't have gone away before. Say it again.
I said, so I tripped over the little field stone. The second I tripped, it says, stupid. Thank you very much. It was a trip. Didn't mean to.
Very funny. Oh my God. So I think I got my little friend, the little lady, because we were talking about how there was a figure near me when I was walking, and I said, oh, it must have been my little friend in here. Hello. I hope you guys can hear this. I wonder if that was my little friend. That was my little friend. That was my little friend. So that was cool.
Yeah.
So this is so cool, guys. We caught a woman singing, and it was when we were telling the guy when we saw the stick figure, like, kick up a leg, and this lady goes, tomorrow, and I hope you guys can hear it. She's actually singing.
Now, guys, we're in the middle of the woods, mind you. Nobody around. You kick a leg in the air, raise a hand.
I think I went past it.
Kick your leg up. Kick up the leg. tomorrow. Wow.
That's cool. She's actually...
I hope you can hear that one.
I hope so too. Actually singing.
Go ahead.
So this is so exciting, guys. So I've been trying for years to figure out who my little lady is that always communicates with me when I go there. I got this EVP. I know who it is now. So George and Sarah, when we went to visit the homestead, the foundation, they had a daughter named Jawani, and I found her headstone at the cemetery, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's such an unusual name. And you hear me say, my little friend, I wish I knew what your name is. This is so clear. Class A. Jawani, wait till you hear this. Like, I'm so excited. Little woman friend, I wish I knew your name. How cool is that? We solved the mystery. I know who my little lady is now. So excited. All right, cool. So here at the old Chase Farm. Used to be a cow farm. It's pretty cool. This is the Moffat Mill. It's up the street. We're going to show you the old schoolhouse too. This is just a stop. Butterfly Dairy. Our Stone Ender. Hope you guys can see these because I can't see on the screen, but pretty cool. We're going to go show you the old schoolhouse. One-room schoolhouse. So we also have here at Chase Farm a one-room schoolhouse. This was the Pullen Corner Schoolhouse, one-room schoolhouse. They moved here. Ethan used to love to go in and pull the bell. They let him pull the bell. I'm going to see if I can show you guys in the windows. There's stuff over here now, so I don't know if I can get up to it. But they've done a great job fixing up the inside. But this is the original one-room schoolhouse. There you go. See if I can show you guys in here. Hold on. Hold on. Going up. Here we go. Can you guys see that? If I put it right up to the window. Got the old chalkboard put up. It's pretty cool, actually. I'm trying to show them. It's pretty neat. And they got the little desks set up.
Oh, I can't see that.
I hope you guys can see this. I'm going to let you come stand over here, Sue, so you can look in. It's pretty cool.
You can look in this window, though.
It's the other window. You can see they got the little books set up.
Oh.
That's so cool, right? I love it.
Imagine a little house on the prairie.
I know.
I expect to see
Imagine going to school in there all day. Like, wow. And the beautiful Chase Farm. So pretty.
This is where they filmed
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Right here. Yep, it's where they built the village. Yep. So you never know where we're going to end up. We said that in the beginning. We're all over the place.
Which Deb was in, by the way.
Yes, I was. Hocus Pocus 2, guys. You got to look for me.
Blonde ponytail.
Right by the mayor. You'll see my ponytail. And then you'll see me in the festival area with the witches behind me. Well, I should say you'll see my ponytail. Ooh, it's getting cold. It's starting to get a little chilly. So guys, that was amazing. An amazing trip. I had so much fun. The people there are so friendly.
Yeah.
The woman from the Stone Mill Antiques, I really hope that she invites us back to investigate her ghost children.
Deb.
Her name was Deb too. We met so many Debs today. I couldn't film inside because they had the music going on. I didn't want to get copyrighted again. Then we saw our friend Deb, the bartender at the Tavern on the Main, when we stopped in. There was just Debs everywhere. So, and the antique shops were great. The people were great. We had so much fun. And so then we get to Sprague Farm, right? We were exhausted. We are covered in mosquito bites. We were sweating. It was awful. It was. We were so tired. So we found the foundation first. Not really any activity there, but kind of a little bit of an EVP. But what I really wanted to investigate was that cemetery.
Yes.
So we're hiking. Couldn't find it. Ended up back out at the road. So we were so sad. So Googled it, which was great, and we found out there was a road where we could do just a piece of a trail to get in. So we did. And so I am beyond excited.
Yeah, that was, I mean, we actually, we got some good stuff at the cemetery.
Yeah,
well, two things in particular that were really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I have been trying for years. I wanted to know this lady's name, right? So George and Sarah from the homestead, that was so cool. Like, they had this daughter, Yolanda or whatever. And I'm like, that's such a unusual name, right? And then I found the headstone, right? So then I said, my little lady, I wish I knew your name. It was Claire. That was a Class A EVP, so.
Right. And the singing, oh my God. I mean, guys, we were in the middle of the woods, nothing anywhere. And you clearly could hear this woman sing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've never.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I have never ever caught an EVP of someone singing.
no, and you couldn't hear it with our ears. We just heard it playing back the recorder. That was amazing.
So that's my little lady. See how strong she is? I told you. She's
Yeah.
been trying to communicate with me for years.
So now we know it's George's daughter,
George's daughter. That's
which would be
amazing. I never would've thought.
Jedediah's granddaughter.
I never would have thought. I was, when I heard that name, I was like, oh my God, finally she told me who she is.
Yeah.
I was
So I
like,
hope
wow.
you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. And it's dedicated to our friend Diane, so I'm really excited that we got the amazing stuff that we got.
Yeah.
Because that was her favorite thing.
She would have loved joining us on that one.
Oh my gosh, she would have had so much fun. Even bugs and all, she wouldn't have cared.
Oh hell, she's always in New Hampshire filming with the bugs.
She would have
Bugs
been
and the
trooping
bears.
on through.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. We love you guys. Be sure to share the love. Bye.
Bye.